In number 11 in your class work for symmetry with transformations, I asked you to construct a regular hexagon using a compass, straight edge, and segment below. So we have our segment here given by this line with two red dots. And then we want to construct a regular hexagon, so meaning a figure with 6 sides with all sides the same length. And since it's regular, that means that all of these interior angles are the same. So when we construct, if we draw rather lines from opposite vertices, they will all intersect at the center. And since they all intersect at the center, since we have 6 lines, that's 360 degrees divided by 6, meaning that each of the interior angles here will be 60 degrees. And since both of these line segments are the same length, since they're the radius from the center, then we know that these two angles here will be the same measure. So that'll be 180 minus 60 divided by 2. So that also gives us 60 degrees for each of these angles, meaning that the hexagon is composed of 6 triangles that are equiangular and also equilateral, since an equiangular triangle is also equilateral. So that means that we can construct from this one segment, we can really only use a compass to make our hexagon. So we want to first construct, if this line segment that they gave us is this line, then we can first construct this equilateral triangle, and then move to the next one, move to the next one, and so on, and continue to make the full hexagon. So beginning to do that, so we'll take this blue line with this arc at the end of it. This represents my compass. So I actually scaled that, but let me get it back on. So taking our compass, right, we spread the calipers to match the endpoints of the segment. Then we go ahead and we rotate. So we'll rotate over here. So keeping one point of the compass on the vertice, we're going to draw this arc that we form here. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Then we'll draw from this vertice. So again, I scaled that. Let me rescale it. Okay, so we just want to rotate it. Now we go ahead and draw in this arc. So this arc comes over here, meaning that the intersection of these two lines comes over here somewhere. So now we can draw a straight line from one of the endpoints to this point, and from this endpoint to this point. So that's one equilateral triangle. Now we can repeat the process over here. So from this point now that we made, we can do the same process, but for the sake of time, I'll just go ahead and draw the rest in by freehand. So again, we would take the compass, we would place it here, draw the arc that we make. So for example, like we'd have an arc here and here, and we'd find the intersection of those two arcs. Then we would draw another line. If we go ahead and try to make this more equilateral, so we'd make this triangle next. Then we would draw another point, make this triangle. Then we would do the same for a point over here. So then we would have a point over here as our last point of the hexagon, and connecting it all together. we would make a hexagon in that fashion, only using a compass.